Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our playthrough of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 1.
Welcome back, adventurers. This is your backseat gamer, Mike, over here watching this amazing game of cutscenes.
Are you watching the same game we're playing?
Yeah, actually, he's pretty much right. This episode is going to be strictly exposition and kind of like backstory.
So you should see on screen somewhere. I probably put a link. If you don't really care about the lore and you kind of just want to get to the gameplay, you can skip to the next episode.
Yeah. So, Carth just basically introduced himself. He's one of the Republic pilots.
John Travolta.
Oh my God! It's not John. Oh.
Doesn't even look like John Travolta that much right now. Like maybe if
That's
he turned
me!
No, that's him.
I know. If he turned his head, maybe he would look like more like John Travolta.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Right now, he's like inquisitively like, "Why have you been staring at me so long? What's your answer?"
Well, no, Carth is the one that looks like John Travolta.
That's me. Character. Yes. Okay. So we woke up after having a weird dream, and Carth asked if we were alright. So we're gonna tell him. I had a strange dream, like a vision or something.
Like, is that his story?
I'm not. Blow to the head. You're probably having all kinds of strange dreams. I wouldn't worry too much about it. You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
I guess I owe you my life. Thanks.
You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help.
Oh, so he's one of those good
Terrace is under
guys.
Sith control.
Yep.
Their fleet is orbiting the planet.
John
They've
Travolta.
declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine.
Actually, he needs me to help him get
I
off the
saw on your
planet,
service
so
records
kind of
that you
like we have to save
understand
each
a
other.
remarkable number of alien languages. It's pretty rare in the
Yeah, now it looks more like John
But it should come
Travolta.
in handy while we're
Because
stranded.
it's actually him, and not
There is
Chris.
no way
Oh my God, it's not John Travolta!
Sith blockade.
Yeah, that's like you saying it's not Kylo Ren.
I'm gonna.
Get off this planet. We
Okay.
can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
I get one an episode.
He gets 0 per episode.
He pointed at Mike.
Yeah, because he makes the joke enough. Anyways, why is Bastila so important? Why is it so important to find Bastila?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malik's Sith master.
A girl Jedi? What?
Oh yeah, there are plenty of them in this game. Plenty of female Sith as well.
Good. I'd hate it if the Sith were only men. Just like, you broke the barrier, but only a little.
Okay. How can one person, even a Jedi, be so important? Where is the one I want?
You see, I feel like he's pretending to read through all of them to play it up for the audience, but I feel like he knows every single line.
I have no idea what you're talking about. How do we even know Bastila's still alive?
I don't, but Bastila's young, and she has a powerful command of the Force. We survived the crash landing, so I'm willing to bet that she may have too. Besides, what's the alternative? I mean, if she's dead, then no one can stop Malik and his Sith from wiping out the Republic, and I'd rather operate on the assumption that she survived.
I mean, there is us just saying that, guy. So what do you suggest we do next?
How important are the different lines towards making, like, I guess, a good or evil choice when there's so many? Like, is it like there's a few that are good, a few that are bad?
And then a few that are neutral.
And so, like, if you pick between them, does it change your outcome?
Yes.
So even if you... No, I meant if you pick between two good choices.
Yes. Because there's certain ones that don't give... They're still technically a little evil, but they're still doing a good thing.
Oh man, this is Mass Effect all over again.
This is made by the guys who made Mass Effect. Let's not forget that.
I mean, they made Mass Effect after this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So what do you suggest?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malik's followers have used the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war.
Yeah.
Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice. A luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under.
We're totally going to be fine.
So
I'm
that's
definitely
the
not
escape
going to
path.
attract
She's gotta
any
be on her.
attention.
And we'll probably need hers.
You walk out of the house in a Revan mask. You don't know how not to attract attention.
Exactly. Did you not just hear him say we won't be able to attract any attention? We're definitely going to attract some attention. Well, you might not, but I'm definitely going to.
Because Chris is a diva.
I'm not a diva. I just like wearing costumes. Any idea where we should start looking for Bastila?
While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start.
Those aren't the escape
The
pods
Undercity's a
that you
dangerous
just came in,
place.
right?
You don't
No.
want to be
We crash landed in the upper city.
The escape pods
So
were ours.
There are 3 levels to Terrace that we're on. There's the upper city, which is strictly for humans. Yes, this planet is racist. This
Okay.
whole planet is racist. The humans get to live on the top level, which is all like fancy and rich and mutsy gutsy. The lower level is where the like aliens have to live in the lower class. And then there's the bottom level, like the Undercity, which is what he just talked about. Now the Undercity is for the criminals and strictly the poor people. Yeah, the Undercity is also infested with these things called rat ghouls. Star Wars zombies, ladies and gentlemen. They are literally Star Wars zombies, and you'll see what I mean. I have some questions to ask.
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much
I
help.
want to see because there's a certain thing, if I ask him here, it might be able to help me later on. Oh yeah, I need to talk about this.
Malik is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malik became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malik's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malik and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
Jedi, what do you mean?
Malik and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim.
Yeah.
Something happened out there.
That was some fun
Something
times.
corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side.
What are you talking
Or
about?
maybe there was something rotten inside
Never
them
mind.
all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malik just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
And, now he's pushing into the core worlds. I want to ask you something else.
I'll tell you whatever I can.
Yes,
though
Karth.
I don't know how much.
Thank you. Can you tell me about the planet we're on?
Taurus was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers, but that was a long time ago. The upper city where the rich citizens live is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... that's even worse. The lowest level of Terrace is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls, mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Thank you. We're gonna skip that because it's a joke that'll come into play later on. The sooner we get looking for Bastila, the sooner we'll find her. Let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile.
Oh, he's being serious.
Interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that is the end of the exposition lore dump. I will say this for the people that actually stuck through this and watched. Thank you very much. There was a line he said in there, in that little ending right there, where he said the Force can do a terrible thing to a mind. You have no idea how important that line is right now. But you will I don't think a lot of people are going to want to watch this episode because it's literally going to be exposition.
Yeah.
So why bother? But for those that did, thank you very much. And do you want to add anything?
Nah. It's actually pretty interesting when you finally take the time to delve into a story, or have someone yell at you for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.